Hey guys, I'm Alex. Thanks for clicking and welcome to this lesson on passive verbs with that clauses. Okay, this is going to help you in your debates, your arguments, and your academic essays. So this is for advanced learners who are either going into university, writing essays in high school, college, university, any level of higher education. Okay, so here we have, let's look at the three sentences first. And we can first notice a passive structure. So we have to understand what passive actually means and what a that clause is. So we have, for example, it was claimed by Copernicus that we lived in a heliocentric universe. Again, heliocentric means the sun is the center of the universe and everything else goes around the sun. So here we have, it was claimed. Now this is just a simple past passive sentence. It was claimed. By who? By Copernicus, right? And here we have the that clause that we lived, well, we do live in a heliocentric universe, okay? So first you have the passive construction when you're talking about making an argument or a claim or a belief, a theory, and here we have the that clause. Well, what was claimed? What was believed? What was said? That we lived in a heliocentric universe back in Copernicus's day. That's what he said, and we still do, and obviously do, live in a heliocentric universe. Okay, let's look at a couple of more examples, two more sentences, and then we'll look at some academic verbs and common verbs that you can use in your academic essays. So, it is thought that Michael Jordan was the best basketball player ever. So here you see the it structure again. You have it plus the verb to be plus the passive verb. It is thought, right? It is thought. By who? Well, here you don't have to say by because it is thought by many people. It's obvious, right? You don't have to say by who in this situation. It is thought by many people. What is thought by many people? That Michael Jordan was the best basketball player ever. Okay, same construction. And let's look at the third example. It is theorized that aliens built the pyramids. Who knows? Well, I think we do know. This is probably wrong. However, it is theorized. There's a theory, conspiracy theorists. It is theorized that aliens built the pyramids. Okay, so now that we have the structure, it plus the verb to be, plus the passive verb. Let's look at some academic verbs that you can use in these passive constructions and that clauses. So we have, and you can work on the pronunciation too, so if you're having a debate with somebody, allege, assume, believe, claim, fear, feel, hold, postulate, predict, say, theorize, and think. Okay? Now, many of these verbs simply mean it was said, it was believed to some degree. So I know most of you probably know verbs like believe, say, think. Perhaps you even know claim, but verbs such as allege, or postulate, or hold might be new to you. So in this situation, let me give you some quick explanations about each of these more higher level verbs that you can use and that you can adapt and adopt for your own academic purposes. So we have allege. Allege is similar to assume, okay? So this is something that a person said and they believed it, they assumed it to be true, okay? So again, we can say it was alleged by Copernicus, it was claimed by Copernicus, it was assumed by Copernicus as well, okay? Claimed, if a person makes a claim, they are saying that something is probably true, okay? So again, just like we have here, it was claimed by Copernicus. This is what he said. I know you understand fear, feel, hold. Okay, if you know the verb hold, you can probably imagine its use in an academic setting or in a debate setting, in an argument setting. If I say, it is held by many people that Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time, they hold that belief to be true. They hold it close to them. Sorry about that, guys. I touched the microphone. All right. Now, postulate, similar to theorize in this situation. They said a theory, okay? All right, guys. That's it. That's all we have to say about this. So if you'd like to test your understanding of these academic verbs, which I hope you will use in your essays, in universities, in colleges, even in high school, they can make your work sound at that next level. So if you want to test your understanding of this and this structure in particular, you can check out the quiz on engVid.com. Good luck and take care.